warm weather, little villages and stretched vineyards. Welcome to my new Minecraft world. In this world I'll be taking you on my Minecraft journey. We build cities, we terraform mountains and we create redstone farms. But most importantly, we chill. We're gonna take it slowly. We enjoy the game in a way we don't see that much anymore. Especially not in modern YouTube. Slow, eye for detail and with loads of variation. Together we're going to make a large interconnected world with different building styles, nature and other large projects. Hello, my name is Squid and in this series I'll be taking you with me on my journey through this beautiful world. So, you probably understand that this lovely Tuscan manor didn't spawn into the world upon generation. No, loads have been done before I started building. And where most worlds start by cutting some trees and killing some sheep, my world started a bit differently. I'm gonna show you some footage of the first 5 minutes of my first ever stream. Oh, and please forgive me for forgetting to take away the stream starting soon screen. It only stood there for like the first 30 minutes. You know, rookie mistakes. Zou allemaal lekker bij kunnen blijven met wat er allemaal gebeurt. Het zou natuurlijk fantastisch zijn. Ah nee, lul niet. Echt niet. Echt niet. Yeah guys, you saw it right. In the first village, no, even the first house I visited, I found a red tall grass item. And after looting some more villages, I even found more. Not one, not two, but 3 tall grass within I guess 6 or 7 villages I looted. That's what I call a great start of a new world. As I was so happy finding my first tall grass in this little village over here, I decided to set up camp right next to it. I started my camp by building a small wheat farm to provide some early food and seeds for bone meal. I also built areas for carrots, pumpkins and melons to have something to trade with villagers and to get some early emeralds from them. Animals, they were a thing as well. In my starter base, I would need some wool, so I started to breed, let's say, a few sheep. Next to them, I bred a few cows. The latter I could use to make books, bookshelves, and start enchanting, and the food I could eat. After spending a full stream searching for every sapling in the world, I even started growing every tree possible. After my journey I had all the wood types, but the only one missing was mangrove, because that smelly swamp it was over 5k blocks away. It was finally time to start gathering materials for my first building. And, as you can see, I didn't save myself the effort. The main block needed for my starter base was quartz. Not the easy block to obtain. So it was time to travel into the nether. Okay guys, this is the editing squid in here. So I was wondering how are my statistics doing. So let's open them and see how the quartz is related to all other blocks we mined. Let's start with mined. Okay, there we go. So in our top 3 blocks mined, In the second place is grass, as it's quite often, but you would expect stone here, probably. And what it is, it's netherrack. And on the third place, with 1840, 42 mined, it's our quartz ore. That's quite cool. That's kind of cool. So what do I want to see? More times broken, times crafted, maybe. Yeah, our quartz block, the regular quartz block, which you craft when you combine 4 of the pieces of quartz together. Also top 3 notation, times used. Yeah, okay. That's the pick. And then picked up, probably it will be, yeah, top 3 as well. Second place for our quartz, guys. Okay. Well, that was editing squid. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Bye. Okay, and here you see a short little time lapse of me cutting down some trees. Well, I know it's not very interesting to see, but we need to reach those 10 minutes, so here we go. So in this highly interesting compilation, I'm going to tell you some other main blocks I need for my base. Here we go. Diorite, white concrete, granite, bricks, mud bricks, white glazed terracotta, lots of other terracotta, glass, glass panes, jungle planks, stripped jungle wood, and many more. Okay, that's it, bye. Okay guys, and here's your editing squid again. I forgot to record a lot of the building process, so that's kind of stupid, and I also forgot to record my record. So now I'm going to do a live commentary from behind my microphone. You see me putting down floor level down here. It's all made of jungle planks. And over here I forgot to dig a hole, because this piece is lowered 1 block. And there I go, filling it in with all my jungle planks as well. So in the next shot I started by building my walls. The walls are mostly made out of quartz with a bit of diorite, white concrete, a few bone blocks here and there. It's all highly detailed, except the backside, because probably I'm going to make some extra additions to the building on a later stage. And then here you see me on another stream. A lot of footage was deleted, unfortunately. It was quite late at night, so in a couple of seconds you see me starting to get failing a lot, because I was almost falling asleep behind my computer. Threw in some roofs. And this roof is the first roof where I started to forget a lot of blocks. But as the editor that I am, I managed to take it all out of the picture. So the next fills are coming up now. In this roof I forget a lot of blocks on the left side, and then I make 1, and there I make my second jump fail parkour. Very hard when you're sleeping on your keyboard. So the final piece I did this day was just adding the roof, and after this I went to bed. And when I finished the complete building, so the inside, I didn't think about turning on my replay mod. So we're going to do that in a later shot. But here you see me closing down the roof, mostly out of diorite bricks, a bit of mud bricks for variation. And as I'm closing down the roof, the inside turns into a major mob spawner, which I discovered when I logged on the next day. And a creeper exploded next to my ass, and a lot of the outside walls were removed. Okay, thank you. So guys, and there it is, our lovely first starter base. Look at my legs. Haven't seen that before. I made his own custom skin. Made it myself. A grumpy Italian. But his legs. Look at his legs. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. Because, well, he's walking bare skinned. But our starter base finally done. It took some time, a bit too much time to be honest. And there is still lots to do, because we have to make a whole garden out of here, make it all green, all lush, because that's the main reason why I started in the savannah. I have a resource pack which makes the savannah color yellow, ochre yellow. And then when I make it all lush and green, it's such a beautiful contrast. But let's take a look in the base. Look, there is where we at our first farms, and here's where we're gonna live from now on. The copper still has a bit of time to do, because it has to age. But when we enter the base, we got a lovely little living room with a creeper looking down on us. Nice table for us to have dinner with our friends, which I don't have in this world. A lovely little bedroom, which was like I designed the building and I forgot to make a bedroom, so I had nowhere to place my bed. But I had this little alley left, so I put my bed down there, and then every morning I wake up with a lovely view over this savannah. Here on the outside we can sit and chill, look to our beautiful azalea on our porch, with within a couple of days a beautiful lookout over a nice and green garden. That's where I parked my horse, so I already told you that on the backside I have to build some extra additions. Well, there's going to be a stable for my horse. This is just a little side table, don't know what to do with it. Maybe later on I find function for this part. Here a smelter, put in our product and it comes out here. And here I still have to find some how do you call it, dripstone, to make a small little lava pool down here. Then we walk to the backside of the building into our enchantment room, where we can make all enchantments and a grindstone to disenchant if we don't like our enchantments. Lovely little light down there, and then we can walk to the backyard down here. Then we have a little roof terrace for when the sun is out, with some nice mosaic on the floor. Maybe I'm gonna decorate it even more down here with some, you know, some sunbeds and parasols and those kinds of things, umbrellas. But that's for later. And then the main part of the building, the most important part to be honest, our storage. Up here we stored all our materials sorted by type, so cobblestones, all ready to sort. And here's some quartz. Our first 4 armor trims. And look at this. Look at this. All our diamonds. We had one big diamond hunt. We stumbled upon a big cave. And then we took a lot of diamonds. So that's nice, because I'm all set for the coming weeks with my diamonds. Then here we got some other essentials, a smoker for food, some blast furnaces, anvil, little furnace on the side, grindstone to craft all our items, grindstone stone cutter, excuse me. And here's some extra storage for all the not stones. So here mob drops, all sorted. All greens, all wood types. Don't have that much wood because I used a lot just to make charcoal. Some nether stuff, utility blocks, all the mob heads. Might use them one day. And then here we got our rare items, our tall grass. Oh, I'm so happy with these. And here's some non-stackables, things you don't encounter that often. A bit of the dump of everything I don't want to sort. And then in here, maybe nice to show you. Let me see if you can throw these in. When I walk up the patch of leaves, throw my stuff on top of this. It's all going into a composter, and then here I can pick up my bone meal when I need it. And down here I have a nice view over what's going to be the main city. Because guys, maybe this is a good moment to tell you about my future plans. So down here it will be just decorational. One big beautiful garden, which I can overlook by standing on my lovely balcony down here. And then down there we're gonna make a big bridge. We're gonna elevate the aisle a bit. And then we make one big Italian Tuscan city with all old houses crammed together on a cliff, watching over the sea. And in this island, we're going to put all the villagers we need to get some basic materials. So think about stonemasons to get terracotta, those kind of things. I want to put them all there. And that's where I have to show you one more thing before we leave. And that's this. This is an automatic item sorter for wheat, potatoes, beetroots, carrots, pumpkins and melons. All items we can trade with farmer villagers. So basically for our next episode down here we're going to dig a major hole. Going to put some automated villager farms in here where the villagers produce all those items for us. And then when we finally start building the city down here, we're going to make one housing block full of farmer villages where we can trade all those items with. So we have a steady supply of emeralds right from the start. Because guys, I like to play the game nice and slow, but I don't want to waste too much time on getting all my materials. So if we got plenty of villages where we can trade with for things like quartz, not quartz, terracotta, campfires, all those kind of things, then that will be a big win for us because it will enable us to build more and more and more in the future. So that's basically the plan for next episode. Next episode, which will be online in, I guess, 2 weeks, because it's the first YouTube episode I ever made, and it takes quite some time. I noticed a lot of footage that can be used, and yeah, it takes more time than I expected. So probably we got one video every 2 weeks, and then the next video we're gonna make a garden down here, and we start digging out the villager-powered crop farm. So guys, thank you so much for watching this first video. Thank you so much. Oh, wait. That's when we press shift too much, then I got a command running. But thank you so much for watching this first episode. This grumpy Italian boy will be back with you in about 2 weeks. Thank you guys. See you next episode. Whee! Bye bye.